Right now, some of the top-tier email marketing agencies out there are just, well, they're silently bleeding revenue. And here's the surprising reality. It has absolutely nothing to do with bad copywriting or, poor design.
Right. It's entirely due to a lack of business intelligence.
Exactly. Welcome to today's deep dive, everyone. We've gathered this stack of Q4 e-commerce reports and agency performance data to really figure out why highly profitable agencies are suddenly losing clients. Our mission today is to help you spot these invisible leaks in your own operation.
And honestly, the root of the problem usually comes down to how these agencies are measuring success. Running an agency on vanity metrics is a lot like a restaurant judging its success by how many people look at the menu in the window.
Oh, wow, right. Instead of who actually walks inside and buys a meal.
Precisely. You have this broken dashboard. It's like driving a high-performance sports car, right?
Right.
The marketing is working so hard, but you have no idea you're leaking fuel.
Or leaking money, in this case. Until the tank is just completely empty. Because, we all know open rates are totally flawed, especially with recent privacy updates inflating the numbers.
Yeah, but the Q4 data we're looking at shows something much worse. Agencies are actively using those inflated metrics to justify their monthly retainers. It's masking a massive failure in actual revenue generation.
Right, because clients only care about actual dollars. And the sources show that in mature e-commerce programs, email campaigns and flows drive a massive, 20 to 40% of total revenue?
Yeah, 20 to 40% is huge.
But wait, I have to play devil's advocate here for a second. If an agency secures a 40% open rate, they've successfully captured the user's attention, right? Doesn't that mean the agency did its job?
Well, you would think so.
Right. Isn't it on the client's website or the product itself to actually close the deal? Why is the agency taking the hit?
The agency takes the hit because, frankly, attention doesn't pay the bills. Let's dig into the Q4 data to see how this actually plays out. Take abandoned cart flows. You might see a 35 to 40% open rate.
Okay, pretty solid.
Very solid. And it's followed by a strong 15 to 20% conversion rate. The intent is already really high there. But then, look at win-back flows. You might still see a solid 25 to 30% open rate.
So on paper, the agency looks like they're just crushing it.
On paper, yeah. But the actual reactivation rate is a dismal 5 to 8%.
Ah, I see. Because a 30% open rate on a win-back campaign doesn't actually mean high purchase intent. It just means you wrote a catchy subject line.
Exactly. They were curious, but the offer inside just wasn't enough to overcome whatever made them stop buying 6 months ago.
And that gap between the open and the purchase is what we call invisible revenue.
Right.
Yes.
It's real money left on the table.
Yeah.
And because the agency is so focused on the clicks, they can't see the exact dollars lost per campaign in real time.
That invisible revenue gap isn't just a missed optimization opportunity, it's a ticking time bomb. If a client is losing money on that segment, they're going to cut the agency loose.
Often completely without warning.
Is that what's driving this trend of silent churn?
It is the primary driver, yeah. Seemingly profitable clients leave because specific audience segments simply stop generating money. But here is the critical failure. There are no automated alerts warning the agency of this specific revenue drop in time.
Wow, so the client looks at their bank account, sees the drop, and makes a business decision before the agency even realizes there's a problem.
Exactly.
Which begs the question, if these are top-tier agencies, why aren't their teams catching these segment drop-offs? What are they doing all day?
They are totally stuck in the manual labor trap. Instead of spotting actionable leaks like realizing a win-back flow is broken or that oversending emails is causing costly unsubscribes, the team is wasting, 5 to 10 hours a week hand-building historical reports.
Oh man, gathering data from 5 different platforms, pasting it into a spreadsheet, and trying to make sense of last month's performance.
Yeah, and by the time that report is finished, it's purely historical. The real-time strategy needed to actually save the account is completely lost.
You can't steer a ship by looking at its wake. If you were spending an entire working day just documenting the past,
Yeah,
you cannot be proactive.
precisely. Agencies must evolve from simple email management to true revenue intelligence.
So the major takeaway is you have to start proving your worth in recovered dollars, not just clicks.
Yeah, looking at the right data completely changes the value you provide to your clients.
Yeah.
You stop being a replaceable service provider and become a real partner.
It's the difference between telling someone their restaurant menu looks nice and actually seating paying customers at the tables,
That's exactly it.
which leaves this question to ponder. If you looked under the hood of your own daily operations right now, how much manual routine work is actually masking a slow, silent leak in your own revenue?